Well, good evening and welcome to Environmental Coffee House. It's Sandy Shellis, and let's wait for people to join us. I have a pretty good show planned. It's like hippie night tonight. It's hippie night. First of all, I had a day outside, and yeah, so I decided, oh, what the hell, we'll have hippie night tonight, and say hi to everybody. Although back in the day we didn't have these on. And you know what? I don't think I need to do the whole show with them on. But if I want to hear my videos, the things I've done for tonight, I put them on, right? So, hi everybody. As you're joining me, I've got some good stuff planned for tonight. And like usual, I was trying to do my sharing. I don't know who's going to share to the Environmental Coffee House Facebook page for me. Um, I don't know why I have the worst problem sharing this crap. It's and it said my internet connection said it was slowed down. So I'm going to rely on you guys to do some of this sharing because I have incredible problems. Things don't show up. Oh wait, tonight I was able to do it. So all right, so hippie night. All right, hippie and Harley night. Actually, I got my Harley shirt on. Although I am not real thrilled lately because once again this year I've decided to sell it because I can't ride it. And hey, for the first time this week, I can actually share posts. I can't believe this. This is like usually I don't know. I've been kind of like having problems. So all right. Well, anybody that's there wants to help me, you do that, and I'll do the actual show. All right. So tonight I have something I want to start with while you're all joining me. And it's good to see you, Poppy and Tina and Kim. Hi, Kim and everybody. I'm hoping my mic sounds good and, we're all ready to go. Forward thinkers. Well, I'm doing a show tonight that we're going to start out with a song. I think we all need something, I don't know, good feeling. And this came out today, and this gal does not have a lot of she doesn't have a lot of followers on YouTube, but she has a band camp. And I'm going to play this for you guys. I want you to sit back. I made this little video and I thought I'd start with me, and then we're going to listen to this music and enjoy ourselves. And I'm looking that I do see my stream was slowed down by probably AT&T. So let's hope that this video plays well and enjoy it because it is, she is an artist in our genre. She sings about the earth. She sings about pain and loving and suffering. So let's go for this. I'll stop talking and why don't you listen and enjoy.
Telephone interrupts a moment, a sudden surge to break away. TV lights up your face in green, hypnotic light. A satellite leads me to my destination. I'll tell the world with a photograph. For months on end, I haven't seen the stars. A dome of light that never sleeps. Is taking over me. Black box is taking over me. Black box is taking over me. Black box is taking over me.
I hope you all enjoyed that. And welcome, because we're going to get into it's going to be an interesting show. And I titled the show Trump's Climate Plan, right? What is Trump's climate plan? I think we're going to take a walk into doing some pretending tonight. We are progressives, most of us. We are climate change addicts. I mean, we all know that we're in a serious situation on this planet. A lot of us know that the future, the long-term future, may not include humans, may not include any species, but we don't know any of it for sure. But we're alive today. And we're in a political season in the United States. It's a lot different than political seasons of yesteryear. I suppose back in 1918 to 1920, perhaps there was an election. I didn't look it up. But tonight, I am also going to talk about Joe Biden's climate change plan. Now, we want to pretend we're open-minded, right? I feel like, well, if I don't do it, nobody else is going to do it, because there's so much criticism of everything. And I decided, well, you know what? I don't want to hear the criticism, because I criticize Trump enough, because he has zero climate plan. He has the plans to take back, 100 regulations already, right? Okay, so there is no climate plan under Donald Trump. We don't know what would happen under Joe Biden, but we could take a look, certainly, right? All right, So we're going to take a look. But before we take a look, and I just don't know where everybody is. I don't know, are my nights good or not good for this? Guess it doesn't matter. I brought you to Lovely, and now I'm going to bring you to let's see. Before I do that, again, Biden's climate change plan probably plus 2 degrees Celsius as long as we get to keep flying. Well, we're going to go through it tonight. But first, we have another little treat for you guys that I put together just to get you interested. And, let's pretend we are sleeping. Let's pretend we don't know anything, that we are just business as usual, okay? But we are people that know that we have a problem in our planet. We know we can't keep polluting, we can't keep doing all those things. And we've got the blinders on to neoliberalism. We don't realize what's going on. So let's pretend tonight. Let's just pretend. And welcome. We're going to pretend. Okay? Okay. Did you enjoy that? I hope you did, because now we're going to get serious. I hope you enjoyed the fun. All right. So I see the chat's getting started, and hello, Groot and Scott and Robert Crane. She's too bizarre for me, and I did at least 100 tabs in the day. Well, if it's me, I figured, you know what? If I'm going to talk about Joe Biden, I had to spruce something up, right? I mean, what does Donald Trump call him, Sleepy Joe? Okay, so let's get started. I do have articles tonight, and I am going to pull up the first one because this is how we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about some articles and read the news. Now, this was earlier. This is from the E&E News, and it is a peek into Biden's climate task force. Now, who's talking about these things? We need to at least know what's going on. Do we not? Okay, so let's know what's going on. I mean, how many of us are Trump supporters here, really? And it's not even so much political. So well, I mean, of course it's political, but it's our planet. So common ground is emerging after the second meeting of the joint task force devised by Senator Bernie Sanders and former Vice President Joe Biden, according to one participant. Varshini Prakash, a co-founder of the Sunrise Movement, who was appointed to the task force by Sanders, the Vermont Independent, said the first two meetings have been encouraging and left her cautiously optimistic. After becoming the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee, Biden suggested he would expand his climate plan, and he agreed to form 6 policy task force forces with Sanders supporters in an attempt to bridge the divide between the party's progressive and centrist wings. Now, a lot of you are going to sit here and say, oh, fuck him. Fuck that. They're not real. They're lying. Blah, 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 blah. Well, let's pretend. Let's pretend we live in a sorry, I'm having a good time tonight. I gotta put Ed's comment up. Sandy, I hope you realize your headphones aren't color coordinated with your microphone. My immersion is broken. You mean your illusion. Sorry, guys. I couldn't help myself. The topic is serious shit, right? But I just wanted to say that the one article, but we're going to go to the next one, which is from Fast Company. Fast Company is, well, put it this way. I remember Fast Company from when I worked. And when Fast Company started, and I was in my career, a lot of businesses, this was like a business kind of, can you all see it? It was like a business magazine. Now maybe it's mainstream. I don't know. Every now and then they catch me with an article that I think is okay. So I thought this one might be okay to go over. The Biden-Sanders task force. Now, personally, I love Bernie Sanders, and I'm not putting him down. I'm not going to put him down here. Bernie Sanders woke us all up, or a lot of us. A lot of us probably would be really loving Joe Biden about now if Bernie had never awakened us, because there were so many people that didn't even know what the hell. They would have just voted for Hillary Clinton with the blinders on. And I do understand that people are saying, well, if Joe Biden gets in, everybody's going to go back to sleep again. The Democrats are going to go back to sleep. The hell they are! No one's going back to sleep. And progressives are winning all over the place. So let's have some hope. Hopium. And I just can talk about hope all night, but it's not it's an illusion. But let's get going. So under a Biden administration, the U.S. may set out to reach 100% clean energy by 2035 and net zero carbon emissions in new buildings by 2030. That's if former Vice President takes the advice of the Climate Subcommittee of his Joint Task Force with Senator Bernie Sanders. The Unity Task Force released this week a 110-page report detailing policy recommendations for a potential Joe Biden presidency in areas including the economy, immigration, criminal justice, and healthcare. But the Climate and Environment Subcommittee, led by Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and former Secretary of State John Kerry, produced some of the most progressive proposals, pushing beyond existing goals. I hope she's using them to learn everything she can and do it the right way. Everything. We can and must build a thriving, equitable, and globally competitive clean energy economy that puts workers and communities first and leaves no one behind. The subcommittee writes in the report, emphasizing the need to fight for environmental justice for communities of color, low-income families, and indigenous communities who have borne the brunt of pollution, toxic drinking water, and bad wastewater infrastructure, as well as natural disasters such as Hurricane Maria and the California wildfires. The report stops short of the term Green New Deal, but its proposals echo the themes of that progressive framework, reducing the use of fossil fuels and curbing greenhouse gases while creating good jobs in clean energy. The new plan includes developing new technologies for the transitions to renewables and manufacturing clean energy tools within the U.S., which would create a wealth of jobs, though the report doesn't specify numbers. Those workers would be fully trained compensated with prevailing wages and given the opportunity to unionize, and officials will prioritize making that workforce diverse and inclusive. The subcommittee pushes for the restoration of multiple environmental regulations that the Trump administration has rolled back, including protections for Bears Ears National Monument, an area important to Native American residents whose boundaries Trump reduced for agricultural and mining use. It would increase funding for conservation of natural lands, forests, coasts, and oceans, protecting wildlife, all while building federal programs to help farmers adapt to a new environmental infrastructure. On climate and energy, the Joint Committee proposes a goal of net zero carbon emissions for new buildings by 2030 and overall by 2050, and the total elimination of carbon pollution from power plants across the country by 2035. Now, to reach those goals, it suggests installing 500 million solar panels and 60,000 wind turbines, all American made, for more jobs and building a federally funded modern electric grid to power communities with green energy. Other measures would promote energy efficiency in housing and regulate car emissions. The U.S. would also rejoin the Paris Climate Accord and ratify the Kigali Amendment, which aims to gradually eliminate hydrofluorocarbons and is already signed by 97 countries and the EU. Biden's previous target for 100% clean energy has a deadline of 2050, also the current goal for many states, meaning those recommendations shave 15 years off that target, Ocasio-Cortez had noted on Twitter. Also, on the climate task force was Varshini Prakash, the executive director of the Sunrise Movement, a youth-led activist group that advocates for climate change action. That group, which had endorsed Sanders for president, previously gave an F rating to Biden's climate plan. Young voters are increasingly concerned about climate change, and they are a crucial faction that Biden still needs to win over, and he better not lie. I will tell you, he better not lie. Prakash's summation of the plan was optimistic. She tweeted that they had managed to move the needle a lot, though they hadn't reached a consensus on job or investment numbers. We are leaving, though, these discussions with policies that, if implemented, will make Joe Biden's climate agenda far more powerful, equitable, and urgent than where his plans were just weeks ago, she tweeted. But are these ambitious goals achievable? In June, a University of California report found that the U.S. could run on 90% clean energy by 2035 without lifting the costs of electric bills, and that a new renewable infrastructure would generate more than 500,000 jobs per year. By 2045, Fast Company staff writer Adele Peters wrote, the entire electric grid could run on renewables. The Biden-Sanders task force takes that goal a step further, aiming for 100% clean energy by 2035. Sonia Agarwal, a reviewer on that report and vice president at nonprofit Energy Innovation, tells Fast Company that the latest Biden-Sanders clean energy goals are, in fact, feasible. Clean energy has become so cheap that we can build it rapidly, at scale, without raising customer electricity bills, she says. This is one part of our economy that is ripe for investment to create jobs, making our kids healthier and our water cleaner. There's no guarantee, of course, that Biden will bring these suggestions to his official platform. The work of the task forces has been collaborative and productive, and Vice President Biden looks forward to reviewing their full recommendation, campaign spokesperson Jamal Brown told the New York Times. Biden calls for a clean energy revolution on his site. But he still has to win the election, including in such states as Pennsylvania with strong natural gas extraction industries. While Biden supports no new fracking, he hasn't called for the halting of existing extraction. Following the publication of the report, Bernie Sanders encapsulated the cautious optimism of the overall task force on Twitter. Though the end result isn't what I or my supporters would have written alone, he tweeted, the task forces have created a good policy blueprint that will move this country in a much needed progressive direction and substantially improve the lives of working families throughout our country. Now, I liked the piece, and I'll tell you what, it's the only game in town. Now, we can whine and we can cry, and we have been, about the wrongdoings and what happened with Bernie and the DNC and everything else, and everybody does ad nauseum, right? You can go to any channel, excuse me, but I have to move my chair up. And you know, you'll get enough of that criticism for everybody. You know, I've done my share, okay? But I wanted to talk about this tonight. And I think it's an important thing. We get 4 more years of Trump. We don't have an energy plan. We don't have a shit plan. So let's see what happens with this. Bernie Sanders is kicking his ass, you know, forward. Bernie, the young people. I'm not, like I said, remember in the beginning of the show, and I said, let's make believe, because really, we all know that this is stopgap measures, and Arctic ice is melting. It's scary. We know all this. But we wake up tomorrow morning and we still, I'm so sorry, but my back is killing me tonight. And we still have to wake up, right? May not wake up. Who knows? Ed says Biden doesn't know what year it is. Maybe they keep him as figurehead. Maybe he resigns the day after inauguration. In any case, his VP is going to be running the show. What other show do we have? Do you want 4 more years of the ludicrous show that we've been living through? Do you want 4 more years of roller coaster? I want to see the environmental regulations go back. I want to see things change back. Not to business as usual, though. I mean, of course, I would like to see a degrowth platform with a degrowth and the climate mobilization. And I see that people are talking in there. We ain't in that club. I know we ain't in that club. But what did I tell you to do? I told you to pretend. I told you to imagine. I told you to take yourself out of yourself and just look at this from, let's say, some housewife, as Trump would say, some housewife sitting in her living room and having an epiphany and saying, well, I don't want what was happening. I mean, it's not it's not just us, okay? I am giving my personal feelings a break. Let's see. Roller coaster of love. Yeah. And third party, you know, right now, third party, for me anyway, would be 2024. Third party would be something to work for. Third party would be a good fight to have. Let's abolish the DNC. But let's get something going with climate change. Let's get the environmental regulations rolled back. Why not? Why not? Let's see if it can happen. What do we have to lose? Not a fucking thing. We are losing everything. And then, just like the sunrise movement, the younger people, they're fighting. They're younger than us. They're the ones that are living with all this bullshit. We're not saved. Karen, you know we're not saved. Okay, Biden does the deed. We're all saved. The world is with him. I can dream. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's just a dream. But environmental regulations are not just a dream to me. And fracking is not just a dream to me. And pipelines are not just a dream to me. And where we are living is not just a dream. Anywhere we live. Right now, FERC can circumvent a state Department of Environmental Conservation, according to what Trump did. I mean, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Pretend. And work. And don't complain. Because, I'm already thinking about how the post office is getting defunded, screwed. Literally, a friend of mine talked to a postmaster in her town because I put it on Facebook. She said they have been told to hold the mail and forget second day delivery, hold the mail, screw it all up. So you know what's happening. Do we want to live under 4 more years of that? My God, I hate this decision, but I got the climate plan. I'm doing the show, and you can agree with me. You don't have to agree with me because I'm actually not telling you. I'm presenting information. Information. We might as well hear the dude.
When Donald Trump thinks about climate change, the only word he can muster is hoax. When I think about climate change, the word I think of is jobs. Here we are now with an economy in crisis, but with an incredible opportunity. Not just to build back to where we were before, but better, stronger, more resilient, and more prepared for the challenges that lie ahead. And there's no more consequential challenge that we must meet in the next decade than the onrushing climate crisis. Left unchecked, it is literally an existential threat to the health of our planet and to our very survival. In my first 4 years, we're going to give 4...
Okay, so you get the drift, You get the drift. That's the dude. I want to know from you guys, what's our option at this point? Anybody got some ideas for me? 4 more years of Trump? Yeah, Ed says, when I think about climate change, I think about the word extinction. See, I'm asking you all because I'm the one that's taken the trip over to the other side to show you the climate plan and to show you what's happening with Bernie and to show you that there's something that we could grab onto. Technology's not going to stop. We have gazillion scientists, and they are all working on some kind of plan in the universities to try to mitigate. So, tell me, guys that are out there, help me with this. Okay. Hi, Jean. Jean can't stay. That's okay. So anyway, listen. If I had said what I was going to do, would y'all have come? What do you think? Does the other side have cookies? Who are we able to complain to? Well, I'll tell you what. There, Jim. This is the gun or knife choice. It's sad, isn't it? It's sad. But I had to present the knife because I think the gun is going to kill us in 4 more years. I think the knife could slowly maybe slice us. But I think with a knife, you have a lot more chance of getting it wrestled away. Progressives may have a chance. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Wanted to play some music, some comics, give you the climate plan. I do have one more article, but it was PolitiFact, and I don't know if we want to go through it. It was just showing the plan, explained. It was, and it's these articles will be in there. They spoke about the differences in it, $2 trillion, and they want to make basically it's not the Green New Deal, but it's something. And there are those of you, of course, who are going to say, well, it's something, but it's business as usual, and it's just trading one for the other. Yeah, it is. It's trading one for the other. I would like to see what a carbon-free world would be like, but it is. It's trading one thing for another. But again, I was asking you to pretend. Hey, Raza, you're up awful late, huh? But anyway, just pretend. And see, tell me, what are we going to do? Give me, Jilly was here. Jilly, I know you're third party. I know you'll never vote for Biden. And I respect you. I respect everybody. I'm giving devil's advocate, playing dress up. Okay, let's see. Climate change is intentional for opening up trade routes and warming for mining, etc., geoengineering, or, well, what kind of geoengineering? The kind that they're working on in the universities to do something? Their geoengineering is a wide range of things. Absolutely. Well, Jean, it's nice to see you. Well, guys, that's what I have tonight. I hope you enjoyed the music. I wanted to give you that walk on the side of that housewife Trump talks about, that might be sitting on the couch, doesn't know what we know, and says, I don't really like that slimy fuck that's in the White House, but she can't say it that way. And I also like clean water, and, well, you know what? Maybe I'll just vote for clean water. Maybe I don't want that pipeline. I don't want that pipeline going through my farm. I'd rather have a windmill back there than a pipeline going underneath. But then again, what is it? One trade for another. I pass the windmills all the time. They're big. There's going to be this humongous windmill farm. I mean, my idea is I really do like everybody having, if you're going to have solar, have it on your home, have it on the buildings. Don't take up all the land for solar farms. I don't like them. But again, I was trying to say pretend. Let's pretend, Yeah, Tanya, I love you. I love you too. And I want to tell you guys that Jim McHenry now is on YouTube. And I know a lot of people don't like to go on Facebook. So now you can see Jim's every Friday protest, his climate change protest in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, uploaded to YouTube after he does it live on Facebook. And that's great because he's articulate and he is the he speaks for a lot of us. And Rich says, Trump is destroying the economy, so the environment has a chance. Hi, TCR Galaxy. Yeah, DJ123, they're really, really loud. Well, I'm afraid about these big ones. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to be. I don't live near one. I don't live near one. But yes, Jim, it is good to have conversations. And that's why I brought this up tonight. But I felt like if I put Joe Biden's climate change plan, none of y'all would come. So I decided to wake you up. But anyway, listen, it's been fun. That's what I got for you. I think I will end with, what would you guys rather see, the music or the comics to end with that I did? What did you miss? The music was really nice, and the link is in the show notes. So let me know. I'm looking at the chat right now. I want to see a vote. End with the music or end with the comics? Let's see. Cindy loved the music. Okay. I'm going to end with the music so we all have a nice evening with a lovely, lovely person. Here we go. Peace. See you Sunday night with Jennifer. Our guest, oh yeah, really quick housekeeping. Our guest is not able to do Sunday with us, so we're working with Deb Arzarco on another night. It ain't easy. Nobody ever said it was. Good night.
Telephone interrupts a moment, a sudden surge to break away. TV lights up your face in green, hypnotic light. A satellite leads me to my destination. I'll tell the world with a photograph. For months on end I haven't seen the stars. A dome of light that never sleeps. Is taking over me. Black box is taking over.